And we are back. What a game. So, we've had an exceptionally good time last night playing this game. I think we had a fantastic time. Let's see. Our objective was to get sheep going. I see we have some iron. I rewatched some of the footage. I think by now it's already posted on YouTube. I've decided to go ahead and post it, so I've rewatched some of the footage and I have been taking some notes to hopefully play a little better, speak a little better. I played a little bit with the volume because it seemed like the block sounds haven't really been coming through all that clear. And overall, I think I missed a couple of things in the cave, as well as it seems like we may have missed a lush cave or two. Look at that, it's dark again. So let's finish our business in the cave. And then that should take us all night. And we should be able to go ahead and explore above ground as well. So we're not going to spend the entire time underground. We're just going to do our best here, gather some resources, and then emerge above ground. Now, the question is, what will we be doing with all of this iron? So, I'm not sure why the shields are backwards. That doesn't really make any sense. One thing, though, I want to show everyone is my new skin. I'm definitely in the wrong area. I need a little bit more space than this. But I figured I will design a skin that I can use that is original. It was actually really fun playing around with pixel art. I was using a free online tool to just paint it myself. So I sat with ChatGPT and then Grok for far too long trying to get a decent skin design going based on the channel logo, but it just honestly was not working out at all. And it's just so funny to me, and I think that there's a much broader conversation to be had about this. Check this out. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. And we have our shadow for the fallen shadow, and I just like how my skin is kind of like a shadow, and then it pops a little with the second layer being a contrast with white. I think is pretty cool in my opinion. Let's get the armor back on. So, anyway, oh no. Okay, that's very annoying. Let's... Okie dokie. What was I saying? Yes, I think there's a lot to talk about when it comes to the changes going on in the world these days, and especially with AI and how that's affecting everybody's lives today. And importantly, I play around with these tools a lot. Generally, as a career, I work in data science and can get more into that at a later time. But this means I get to experiment a lot with different AI models and whatnot. And one thing I can say with near certainty is that certain models are just way overhyped. Water's loud. Certain models are just way overhyped beyond what they're actually capable of. And in many cases, and I know that it's heavily dependent on the prompts that you use, but in many cases, the AI is just not up to par with what you actually want it to do. I think I'm just gonna keep the iron pickaxe in my hotbar for now, so we can just grab it when we need it. Okay, so for example, ChatGPT Pro, that's the more expensive monthly subscription, is phenomenal. It's quite amazing in terms of what it's capable of writing, what it's capable of generating. Is a phenomenal piece of technology. ChatGPT Codex is also a phenomenal piece of technology, and when it's coupled with an agentic workflow, it can do some crazy things. And then you have the Codex program itself that just runs on a on a folder and has full control of the terminal, is also a phenomenal piece of technology. And we can talk about all of that, but those very same models that are just fantastic at coding and fantastic at compiling and writing and just overall, all around very well-rounded tools, they struggle heavily with other types of generation. Now, in a vacuum, that sentence makes a lot of sense because at the end of the day, those are vastly different tasks. And we wouldn't expect necessarily a really well-rounded coding model to be really good at drawing pictures. However, these models do draw really cool pictures when they're coupled with, image tools and being able to use different Python libraries like Pillow or other. I hear a zombie. Anyway, so being able to redstone. Being able to use these models for generating pictures is already like a common thing, and it's not rocket science to figure out how to do that. But what I will say is that it has just a lot of trouble following basic instructions. Like, creating a Minecraft skin is not that complicated. I mean, there definitely is some complication. Like, it's not just face value, draw a picture. Like, there has to be certain calculations going into the pixelation, if it's going to be based off of characters or words or something. You can't just expect the model to, let's say my gamer tag is Fallen Shadow. Can't really, if I just tell the model to write Fallen Shadow in a stylized design that I have based off of my logo, and then to overlay that onto a skin. And because I know that the skin needs to be 64 by 64 for vanilla Minecraft, it will struggle. It will have to kind of shrink the image to a certain extent, and that's normal, that it needs to shrink the image. But I guess what I am getting at is that it kind of like just completely missed the mark. And it's interesting also to compare the differences between models. Like ChatGPT had a much easier time working within the parameters that I gave it, but Grok was just completely failing. And I'm a big fan of what Grok has been able to accomplish, generally speaking. And I do think that it's a fantastic model for search, specifically web search and other types of research. But when it comes to just a general purpose model, it really sucks. It doesn't code very well, and I think all issues stem from the fact that it doesn't code very well, because the way these models interact with anything is really through coding. We have to get across. I think it's already daytime, but I want to light that up just for now so that we don't need to worry about that later. And I want to get some of that iron that's down there. So let's see what happens if I, first of all, let's make some light. Okay, can I do a bucket clutch? Let's see. Shout out to that bat that just burned in the lava. Okay, can I do a bucket clutch? Let's see. Oh, okay, I just did a bucket clutch. That was cool, in my opinion. Okay, how are we gonna get up there? Let's see. First of all, let's light that up. I think start with one thing at a time. Oh, look at that. And we are. Huh. We got up there. Nice. Nicely done. Okay, so we got iron here. See, that's also part of the beauty of Minecraft. You just walk around one foot in front of the other, and suddenly you are doing exactly what you had planned to do. Very cool. Ooh, okay, that was nearly a steep fall, but thankfully we made it. Okay, let's see what we need to do here. So we do have enough iron, though we don't really need to worry about pickaxe, so I think I'm just going to move over into iron pickaxe once this stone pickaxe breaks. I will collect as much copper as I can. Let's put this down. Let's also move cobble there. Okay, let's make a solid, consolidate some of the blocks that are on me to ensure that we don't run out of space. And I'm gonna collect as much copper as I can. I do want to work a little bit with copper golems. Also, another thing which was interesting, because my server is on 1.21.10, I think is the version. Currently, I never upgraded it beyond that. So yesterday when I started playing this world, I was on that version, and I decided to just update this world to the latest version so that I can have all the latest features, including the spare, which I've never really used. And it's just interesting how Minecraft continuously is updating the game, in many cases with just useless... Oh, I forgot the lapis before. Okay, gotta go back for it. In many cases with just absolutely useless... Oh, no, I didn't. I got the lapis. Cool. In many cases with just absolutely useless updates. And sometimes they come out with really cool updates. Like the spear, I think, is a cool one. For the one simple fact that it enables us to build farms. I was watching a Doc M77 video, and I saw a really cool thing. I don't think he came up with it, but it's pretty cool that you're able to have a zombie-powered farm where you give the zombies spears that have looting on them, and that basically creates the looting effect for every mob that you have the zombie kill. So it's a very cool farm design for a witch farm, I think it was, where he just has the zombies on minecarts, and the witches are pushed towards the zombies with water. And then the zombies automatically have the spears drawn, which pretty much ensures that they are using the looting for the witches that they kill, which is fascinating. That's a genuinely unique mechanic that's been introduced into the game with the invention of spears and the fact that they allowed for looting to be on spears. So overall, very cool addition to the game. And then you have like a full-blown update that's just about baby animals, which doesn't make any sense to me. Like, who needs baby animals? Like, baby animals already exist in the game. They didn't have to turn it into a whole update just to bring in something that already exists in the game. You know, they could have just released the mechanic of using a flower or whatever it is to lock the baby animal in place, and that would be that. It doesn't have to be a full-blown update. I think we're either on top of a cave or we are next to a spawner. Think it's below us, or I wonder, is it below us, above us, or behind the wall? Ooh. Okay. Might be below us. Let's see. Nope. Then it's probably above us. If it is above us, we gotta be careful. Let's see if there's a way around all of this. It's probably nighttime again, honestly. We said we were gonna come up here just to light it up and go back down, so I guess that's what we do. Oh, bucket clutch. Oh, bucket clutch. Nice. Okay. Let's continue going. Okay. Pretty cool. I like when we're on a layer that mixes between deep slate and stone. Ooh, diamonds. Nice. It's always cool to see this mixing of blocks just at the exact right layer. Oh, I thought this was a whole lava pool. Turns out it's just one source. So I think we're gonna grab that source, make more lava with it, but we don't want to lose the light because of it. So let's grab this. Is that multiple sources? No. No, it's just taking some time to really dissipate. Let's grab our crafter. This first. Ooh. Okay, we're running low on torches. Very cool formations around here, I think. Again, as I mentioned yesterday, I am still experimenting with the sound, so apologies if it doesn't come out the greatest. This is a work in progress, generally speaking. Ooh, creeper. Okay. Let's get out of here. That's the first creeper. We see. He's gonna try coming through, but he can't. Wow. What a cave. What an interesting cave. Oh, let's go down here as well. Whoa. Okay, we have one torch left. And we can't really see anything else. And we can't hear creepers. So let's just do this real quick. Now, I've decided after thinking about this for a while. What the hell? After thinking about this for a while, I've decided that I don't want to upgrade yet fully to diamond. I do want to upgrade my tools first. Get a good enough, ooh, nice. Good enough enchanting setup, maybe, but I think I'll stick with iron armor for a while and kind of make like a progression, since otherwise the game just rushes by too quickly. Not that it's necessarily a bad thing, it's just that there's no harm in taking the game real slow. Another thing that I don't think I spoke about in the last episode is that I want to be quite methodical with the gameplay. Oh wow, look at that. Oh wow, just keeps going. Wow, that was quite the haul. I want to be somewhat methodical with the gameplay. I want to stick as much as possible to vanilla. I don't want to get too fancy with the editing just yet. I want to have just raw gameplay, minimal editing, add some music to the background, and upload. Because I have been experimenting a little bit with YouTube in different capacities, different channels, different types of content. And what I can say is that, generally speaking, if it requires an enormous amount of editing, there's a good chance that it doesn't get done. And it just gets pushed off, and then this stuff never sees the light of day. So if I want it to be seen, or at the very least uploaded, or at the very least uploaded, even if it isn't seen, I should keep the editing to a minimum and just record, upload, record, upload, record, upload. So that's kind of the concept that I'm sticking with for now. And hopefully it works out for the better. At the end of the day, the point here is to have as much fun as possible while playing a game that we all love and adore. And the simpler I can make the process, the more guaranteed it is that the content actually makes it onto the platform. So that's what I shall do for now. Nice. Just to restock some torches. We do have to make another pickaxe. I'm pretty sure this is where a skeleton was the other day. No, I don't think so. Maybe I'm thinking of a different area. And that's that. I want to try a bunch of different styles in this world. Different styles and formats of gameplay. Different styles of building. Different styles of experimentation. But the idea is just to generally keep a learning hat on. Wow, deep cave. To generally keep a learning hat on, and that should give us the optimal I see diamonds right there. I think that's a lush cave. I'm pretty sure I see a little bit of green down there. That's where our coal is, okay. Let's see if we can... So, Anyway, taking it one step at a time and just being extremely patient with the gameplay, I think, is a good thing, in my opinion. Now, the question is, I mean, we have a ton of copper. We're going to continue collecting copper, but it's not the highest priority right now. I want to get more of the other stuff. Now, I think that it is time to exit this cave. The question is, what direction do we need to go in order to exit? I feel like we came from that area. Oh, you'll also notice that there are no coordinates at the top left of my screen. And that's because I did not download the new versions of these mods yet. So all the mods that I had, and again, I'm trying to keep it as vanilla as possible. So not really bummed out about it. I know that some of them were quality of life mods, and I do intend to get the updated versions for those. I think it would be beneficial to also get like the replay mod and free cam and a couple of others. The mini HUD mod, I think, also is a very good one, because it just makes it super simple to understand, to have like dynamic elements being added to our UI to make it really, really simple. I think I'm gonna do it. Should we make a diamond pickaxe or save the diamonds? Let's make an iron pickaxe for now, and we'll come back to it. Now, I'm not sure why I have some graphic issues. I think it may have to do what was that? I thought I heard a villager. It may have to do with the fact that I have conflicting data, I guess. Ooh, yes, that's part of what we wanted to get today as well. So let's head to that geode. I'm getting better at bucket clutches, which is cool. I kind of like that. It's nice. Nice, nice. Okay. Let's get rid of some of this trash, maybe. Ooh, that's not what I meant by trash. What do we want to get rid of? Let's get rid of this. I think we could get rid of the arrow as well, but we'll get rid of that soon, I guess. Let's first work on breaking into... Calcite is also a really cool block, and the fact that it's not reproducible, not farmable, is a very cool part of calcite, and it's just overall a really nice block to work with. I like to make different types of builds, and calcite is a really cool block to work with. I think I'm going to inevitably break one of these that shouldn't be broken, but normally you can see if it's a grower on the texture of it, but I'm not sure if it goes on all four sides or... Oh wow, lava. You see? Oh, yes, it does go on all four sides. Okay, so we can be a little bit less mindful now. The fact that there's lava in here is so cool, because normally I break into one of these and then suddenly there's mobs everywhere, like a creeper or something spawns in here. So the fact that there are no creepers is a really nice thing. Okie dokie, nice. Now we can make, see, I don't know what that is. Oh, iron nugget, that's why. Okay, that's because of decked out, I think. Okay, let's get a bunch of these, or just as many as we can carry. Oh, what the? See how careful you need to be? You're looking at one, and then you end up mining the one behind it. So you end up breaking the wrong block, and it's a very bad thing. Okay. I consider this a really good haul. I like how there's I love how there's different tones to the ones you break. I don't know, this game is just really cool. Nice. Okay. Another thing is that it's really difficult to play and talk at the same time. I've noticed. Do I need to be up there? Yes, I do. I think I need to be up there. Now, how do we get up there? Is the question of the day. Definitely not through here. Did we create a path? I can't remember. Should we just create a path? I guess we should. So it will be, let's just tower up. No, this is not the direction we need to be going in. This is definitely a direction. I don't think it's the direction. And that's the second problem with caves, is that it's really easy to get lost in them. And it feels like yesterday we had a really simple time. Wait a second. That torch indicates something. No, oh no, it doesn't. I just came through here earlier. Okay. Now, there was a suggestion to cut some things out, which I don't want to do any real editing on this series as much as possible. I wanted to have like early Etho vibes and just have a genuine exploration and adventure sort of feel to this. So that's how I intend to keep it. Which means that I think you'll just be coming on this journey with me. Maybe that's why I got lost was because I was missing that one piece of redstone. At some point, we need to decide. Okay. I know where I am. I just don't know how to get out. Okay, we just did a circle. We could do the old-fashioned thing and just climb our way out of here. Practice our bucket clutch again. Ooh, danger. Anything in this direction? I feel like I keep retracing the same steps. Yeah, okay, so let's start marking off the areas. We should have put some blocks down to lead us to the amethyst area. So that was a mistake. But we will now put cobblestone at the main entrances of areas that we have entered so that we can see where we've been. Okay, so that's one. Put it on this side as well so we can easily see. Don't just do the smarter thing, which is that. So that can be seen from both sides. Obviously, it's not down. And we've been down here as well, so let's do this. And we've been down this direction. Aha! That's the way. Okay, so let's put down another, maybe more precious block. We'll come back for that later. Nice. Okay. We are back to where we were supposed to be. That was unnecessarily long. Seemingly for no real reason. Other than the fact that we like to take our time. And it's night again. Oh, okay. Spider. Nice. Let's put down some stuff and go get that spider. Amazing. Let's consolidate. this. Consolidate this, and then let's go ahead and put the diamonds down. The iron, the gold, the copper. We don't need to get rid of everything, but we will just get rid of the important things. So that we don't need to keep coming back. Okay. I think we are good. Let's go get that spider. Don't tell me that he... Oh wow, look at that. Husks with those are husks with on a zombie horse or something. Spawned in with a spear. Now, we gotta be careful, because we will get hit by a creeper if we're not. Yeah, you see? Creepers. If we're not careful, we need to be mindful. Okay, very good. Just need to be mindful of creepers. See if we can get a bow. Oh, nothing. No bow. No arrows either. Is it just me, or do the mobs have new animations as well? Creepers up there too. Creepers down there. They're just creepers everywhere. Great. We are being tracked by one of these guys. Okay. You gonna follow me or what? Ooh. This is the desert skeleton. Desert skeleton. That's interesting. Never had one of those before. I honestly have no idea what the universe of mobs are that were added to the game, but it's pretty cool. It's interesting how zombies track from much farther away than other mobs. Gonna come after me or what? Nicely done. I need a spider. Ooh, spider. Yes. Now That is what I'm talking about. Nicely done. Anyone else coming up for me? Nicely done as well. I feel like the creepers got louder, maybe? Maybe not, I don't know. Spidey, come after me, please. I need your resources. Guess the spider just doesn't want to come after me. That's kind of annoying. I did say that the objective for today was to go get sheep. Unfortunately, that did not happen. But we did get a bundle. We got 2 bundles. So that's at least some progress, I guess. We got some good sand from that, which is nice. I think what we need to do is go on a journey. Unfortunately, I think that it's best to call this episode here. And we will try and get sheep or wool immediately at the start of next episode. In fact, what we can do in the meantime is we will go and grab, just to close this out properly, let's grab some of our gear from here. Some of our good gear, and then this way we can create spyglass. And then this way we can actually see we'll go to the top of that and we will, or the top of that, and we will try and look out to see what we can find. Spyglass. What is the... Do I need... Oh, I need... Wait. Why does the spyglass have a weird texture? Okay, there's definitely something wrong with my Minecraft. I need to figure that out. But in the meantime, let's just work with what we have. And of course, we'll sort through our chests later and make it a little bit less of a mess, where it currently is quite the mess. Cool. Put that down. I have to get logs or something. Oh. Nice. Just ignore that texture. I'm not sure what's causing that failed texture. I think it might be a conflict with some other resource packs or data packs that I have in my Minecraft folder. Uh, to be clear, I don't have any installed for this world, and no mods either yet. But on a different world, I play with some custom resource packs, so I think that is causing an issue. Let's just pillar up here a little bit so we can get a better vantage point. I could have done this with dirt probably, or sand, which would have been less of a waste when it comes time to... So we have a lava pool, which is good. Ooh, nice. Okay, so there's acacia, oak trees, flower forest, oak, birch. I bet we can find sheep out there in that little oasis beyond the jungle. So what we can do with the mangrove swamp, or whatever it's called, mangrove swamp, is we can go just travel on top of the trees, I think, to make our way into that area. And we'll go with some shears, so we'll get multitudes of wool while we're there. Look at that. That's a monument of some sort, I think. Does that mean there's a village nearby? Ruined portal. Very cool. And there are lush caves under this, as we can see from the azalea trees. Azalea trees everywhere. Wow. Okay. Very cool. Nice little hill up there. Okay, that's decent area too. That opens up into the kind of like flatlands on the riverside. We might not need to park here. Although this is a cool spot, we could technically just go back down the river out there. And head towards that. I think that might be where spawn is, honestly. That's much flatter terrain, less trees it seems, which might be easier to build on as well. I think we might end up doing that, and we might make a base here anyway, or just a monumental type base to commemorate the area. But I think we might travel in that direction and create a base there. That might actually be where spawn is. So that might be more ideal anyway. And I'm pretty sure we'll be able to find sheep out there as well. Lots of bamboo. Wow. Okay. Okay, I think we have a plan. I think we have a plan. Wow, the mangrove forest is super thick. It just goes all the way down there too. Kind of wraps around this little sliver. We definitely have sheep down there, I think, in this biome over here. So it's either we go that direction or we go that direction. I think it's that direction is closer. I think this direction is closer, and it will be right beyond. It's like a mix of jungle and oak out there, so right beyond we should be able to grab some sheep, hopefully. And if that's a failed experiment, we could head in that direction, come back here, and then go around the forest. We might even be able to travel by water around the forest, but that's unlikely based off of what we're seeing. We have some lava pools, which are good. We have a ruined portal, which we'll visit at some point. Maybe next episode we'll go that direction. Head towards the portal. And then head towards the area where sheep might be. And we might already be out of time for today. Nightfall is upon us as well. So I think I am going to pillar back down. Actually, in classic Minecraft fashion, I think I should keep this pillar here because it is a good sign. It's a signal for our area. So, do you think we can boat clutch or we die? Let's try the boat clutch, see if it works. Okay, well, we died. So, in the next episode, we will go ahead and find our stuff.